So today let us understand what we call ulcers. Apparently this is one of the most common conditions, as we say now. If you ask about 10 people, you'll find that 8 of the people that you have sampled out of the general population actually are complaining of ulcers. And why is that so? Let us understand. One, what we need to know or understand is that the word ulcers basically means a wound, okay? So meaning that when someone says, I have ulcers in my stomach, generally speaking, it means they have a wound in that stomach, okay? And to understand is that we have different types of ulcers, okay, that actually exist inside our GI tract or our digestive system. We have what we call gastric ulcers and duodenal ulcers. This is just medical terms that basically means that ulcers can either be in your gastric or what we call the stomach, okay, or they can be in what we call the duodenum. The duodenum is part of your small intestines, okay? As you move from the stomach, the first part into the small intestine is the one that we refer to as the duodenum. So, meaning you can have a wound either in your stomach or in your small intestines, commonly. Now, what are the causes of these ulcers, okay? One is what we call H. pylori, or what we call Helicobacter pylori. This is none other than a bacteria that actually causes these wounds in these parts of the what? Of the GI tract, okay? Another common one is acid secretion. So, we all know that in the stomach, we produce an acid that we call HCl, or hydrochloric acid. And this hydrochloric acid has, of course, a lot and numerous functions. But if it does not perform its function under some circumstances, under certain circumstances that we are going to look at, then it can be the cause of the ulcers, okay? Most of you have ever gone to maybe to test for ulcers, and they test and they say you actually don't seem to have ulcers. So normally what happens is that during testing, what is always tested in stool or in blood is the presence of this bacteria. So, but we are learning that actually you can have ulcers or these wounds in your stomach when actually you do not have H. pylori. And therefore they can test for this and say you are negative. But actually, when you really have ulcers, okay? Now, what are some of the risk factors, or what are some of these things that predispose us to the ulcers? Why are we finding so many people having ulcers or getting ulcers? Because of these things that I'm going to talk about. There are many things that can bring about ulcers, but let me just highlight a few for today. One, you've all heard that if you don't eat in time, you can easily get ulcers. That is very, very true. But how does it come about? Normally, your body is conditioned, or you condition yourself that you eat in a certain time of the day, okay? Or at a certain hour of the day. For example, you are always eating maybe at around 2 p.m., okay, daily. So your body becomes aware that at 2 p.m. there is food coming, and therefore at 2 p.m. it releases the acid, because this acid has functions to this food that you are eating, okay? Activate enzymes that will work on this food to provide some good condition for the enzymes to work and others. And therefore at such a time, your body releases the acid, okay? So meaning if you start skipping food at 2 p.m. and now you're eating at 3 p.m., you're eating at 4 p.m., okay? You're not eating at all. The acid that is being produced at 2 p.m. is going to cause these wounds, because the acid should find food in your stomach and therefore digest the food. If it doesn't, it will actually eat the walls of the what? Of the stomach. Snacks. This is also one of the most common cause among the youth, okay? We the youth normally we like snacking, like eating, should I say non-concentrated foods. So what happens is that also you will stimulate your body to produce the acid, okay, because it thinks you're bringing food, And because the snacks are really not a good content and they don't provide the bulk, so the acid will come and find the stomach is also almost empty. And so also is other things, bubble gums. And then the other most common cause is stress. This is one of the most common cause in today's population, and I will explain very much later about this condition.